Hello Zhebeauties, and welcome back to another episode of Zhebeauty channel, where I am your hostess, Janae. If you're new here, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below so you don't miss out when I upload new videos such as this one. Now, if you're returning, hey Bookie, hey Booski, let's jump into it. Go ahead and get your makeup brushes, your snacks, your blanket, whatever you need, and let's jump right in. So y'all see my little swoop the whoop bang that I used to wear in middle school. Y'all, my bangs, I did not have my bangs like that. I had my bangs in front of my face like Chinese bangs. But as you can see, my bangs is banging because I like my bangs to come a little bit forward over my eyes, because look at the look it gives. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love a good thick bang. I love a good, bang, okay? So, but I'm just putting it to the side for right now. It might not look that appealing, but the tutorial that we're going to be doing is a eye look. So I'm going to be talking about eye shapes and helping you find your eye shape. I'm also going to be helping you to find how to apply these different eyeshadows in regards to your eye shape. I'm going to show you specifically on my type of eye shape how I shape my eye. But if you have any of the other eye shapes and you don't have an eye shape like mine, by all means, this does not mean that you can't apply your eyeshadow in any type of way you want to. But I'm just saying, like, these are the right eyeshadows that goes with the right type of eye shapes, if that makes sense. And I know, you know what I'm saying, most people want to see, you might see some celebrities when I start to show you the different types of eye shapes on different people. It might be, some might be celebrities and some might be just regular people. You know what I'm saying, just regular people as you would see. So it doesn't make your eye shape any less attractive because you don't have the eye shape as some of the people that you see on here. Trust me, your eye shape is perfect just for you, love, and I need you to accept that, okay? Because I know we can be victim to seeing certain types of eye shapes or body types. Not even, this is off topic, but we could see some type of body shape, so we could see some type of eye shape, so we could see some type of something, okay? And we wish that we would have that, but instead we don't. So we disregard what we already have because it's something that we want, but we don't. We're not going to do that. We're going to embrace what we have, okay? Over here on my channel, we embrace what we have. So we might see some of the eye shapes. Some of the eye shapes are very popular. Most people have this type of eye shape. Some people don't have this type of eye shape. But again, whatever type of eye shape you have, we're going to learn how to master that eye shape to get it to look how you would like to look. How you would like it to look to your liking, as well as I'm going to show you how I get mine to my liking with my eye shape, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the eye shapes. So I got a nice, bold pink lip. Let's get into the lip. She cute. She look good. She look good enough to eat. She like a red velvet cake. She gives red velvet cake. She gives that. I'm loving it. Bold lip for the nude look. We're in for a show. So let's get to it. Now, round eyes is the round eye shape. So I don't have necessarily a round eye shape. Round eye would be more circular. It would be more circular, so it would cut off like right in here. It would be more circular. So the rounder eye is slightly bigger than an almond eye, and it has more of the white in the eye showing. So my eye wouldn't necessarily be round just because it cuts a little bit more right in the inner and outer corners. Round eyes, the eyeballs typically tends to protrude a little bit underneath the eye, which means it sags more down. Now this would be considered, it looks kind of weird, y'all, but this could be considered a round eye just because it's more open right in the inner corners. I almost poked my damn eye. More in the inner corners in the eye. So let me be careful with that. Now I'm using this as my pointer. Classes in session. Of course, going into hooded eyes. Now, hooded eyes are a little bit more lower within the lid. So hooded eyes, your upper lid would typically fold over your top lid here. So the creases of the eye, such as right in here, would be less visible. Let me start it on this side. The creases in a hooded eye would be less visible, which this is the crease of the eye, okay? So a hooded eye, typically this part of the eye would fold over the lower until the lower lid, so there would be no creases showing if you have more of a hooded eye. The upturned eye. Now, upturned eyes, which tends to go in a little bit more in here, and it tends to protrude a little bit, and the outer corner tends to go a little bit more up. So right in this area, the eye would extend here and it would extend downward here. So the eye would give at an angle here, and the outer corners of the eye, such as here and here, is slightly higher than the inner corners. So the outer corner is slightly higher than the inner corner. And how to tell that is by looking at the lining of the eye. So from the inner corner following the eyelid here and right here where the shadows meet in the eye. That's how you can really tell what type of eye shape you have. The downturned eye. Now the downturned eye, the outer corner is slightly lower. It's the opposite of the upturned. So the downturned would be obviously the outer corners of the eye is a little bit lower than the inner corners. So if you have downturned eye, they would be considered like doughy eyes. You know, the siren eyes would be like the upturned eyes, the almond eyes. The downturned and the rounds would give a more doughy type eye, and the almond and the upturned would give more of a siren eye. So the monolid eye. So with the monolid eyes, there's little to no crease within a monolid eye, and it's a less defined eyebrow bone. So it's basically pretty much just kind of like flat right in here in the eye shape. As you can see, like my eyebrow bone ain't that defined either, child, but but I'm gonna, the picture that just popped up here, that's the monolid eye. Now, since it doesn't have much of a crease or eyebrow bone, you really have to create shape within a monolid eye, which means you have to stay close to this part of the eye. You really can't go and extend anything further up. Now, I would say, depending on how your eye is necessarily shaped to your face, you might have a little bit of these features. If you get confused on like what type of eye shape you actually have, you might have a few of the eye shapes that's just kind of in with the eye shape that you have. Because I used to get confused with round, or I used to get confused with round, like me having a round eye or a almond eye. But I figured out that I have an almond eye just because the inner corners of my eye, they meet a little bit more close together. Now the almond eyes. So with the almond eyes, the inner and outer corner are very lined. As I was just stating before, the inner and the outer corners are very lined. Looks like an almond. So if I were to get an almond and put it by my eye, you would see that the inner corner of an almond is very, very tiny. And then it gets bigger, and then it gets rounded right in here. As you can see, my inner corners, as I showed you before, if I were to push this in, my eye would be a little bit more rounder. But since it does extend just a little bit and my inner corners are linear to each other, it gives me a very almond eye, especially when I squint my eyes. You can really see how it rounds out and gives me that almond shape. So I'm going to be showing you in a little bit of how I get my almond eye, or how I want to snatch my eye. Like, I want to give you a visual of how I do different eye, whether it's a snatch look and just follow my natural eye shape. So they will not be the same eyeshadow look, but I just want to show you how to do an eyeshadow look on an almond eye, if you have an almond eye like me. Now, they do have different types of eye shapes, such as a rounded almond eye. You can have a rounded almond eye, as I stated before. You can have different types, more than one type of eye shape within your eye shape. An almond eye or a round eye, you can see that it's more rounded here and it squints more in here. Or you can have a droopy lid and an upturned lid, to where your eye goes up a little bit and then it droops down and then it squints a little bit right in here. There's plenty of eye shapes. Those are just the main ones to at least find right eye shape for you, so where you can be able to depict what type of eye shape you actually have. Okay, so you might have more than one eye shape within one eye shape, but you know what I'm saying, just to get you started to find and really have a foundation of what your eye shape really looks like. Then you can go in and expand it and see which one actually matches your own eye shape, because sometimes you might just have an almond eye, sometimes you might just have a monolid eye, sometimes you might just have a upturned eye or a downturned eye. You might just have that all together and you don't have a upturned rounded eye, or you might not have a monolid to droopy eye, you know what I'm saying? So just really finding which eye shape matches you, then you can go in and categorize which one and put two and two together, which one actually mimics your absolute eye shape. And then you can start going into, well, these are standard, the standard eye shape, you know, standard, where it's in between. As you can see, they're not, my eyes is not too close, they're not too far, they sit right in the middle of my face. They sit right in the middle of my face. Then you got close sitting eye, close set, where the two sets of the eyes sit really close with each other. And then you got wide set eye shapes, where, you know, it sits a little bit farther away from the face. Then you got, you know, the deep set, where your eye sits more in your eye, where your eye is really deep. As you can see, oh, I'm gonna show you. If you look right here, this is a perfect example of a deep set eye, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love a good deep set eye. I love the girlies who have deep set eyes. Your eyes are beautiful. Okay? And they wish they had it too, but we first have to learn to accept what we already have. Because baby, as much as I want that deep set eye, I don't have that. But I don't have a problem with my eye. I love my eye shape. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay? And I wouldn't have it any other way. If I could, I would. But I don't have it any other way. So I don't want it any other way. So always understand that there's somebody out there that likes what you have. Okay? And they wish they had it too. And that's just my preference. It's just what I like. Okay? That's just what I like. Now, if you have an almond shape, typically the application for a eyeshadow, for the eyeshadow look for the almond eye, of course, the inner corners are symmetrical. As you can see, they just go straight across. And you can use more eyeshadow lid. You want to stay really more so on the lid. If you do go in with a, let's say, a nighttime look, you want to make sure you darken up your creases and go a little bit more with faded out. But you want to keep that lid prominent, because you want to, and even if you want to extend it out, I love to extend. That's the one thing about the almond. I love to extend my eyelid shapes. It really snatches my eye and give me more of a snatched look. See, it just gives me more of a fierce type of look, and I really love that. So I typically tend to go in and extend my eye just a little bit. I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit, just to give you an example of how I like to do my eyeshadow. So let's go ahead and jump right into this look. I kind of want to do a 90s look, inspired look with my eye shape, just so you guys can go ahead and get a good glimpse of how I extend my eye and how I bring more depth into my eye. So I'm going to go in with a my Totally palette. It is my all pink shade palette. Look at my Z. Purple shade in XOXO. And I'm just going to apply this. Wait, let me fix my lid first, child. Oh yeah, I wish I could pin up my hair. But we just gonna grab this and we just gonna push it back. We just gonna do that right there. Oh, child, that look kind of weird. But anyways, it's kind of cute. I ain't even gonna cap. Oh, it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. Anyways. Just want to dry that. Then I'm going to take my Real Techniques 304 brush. And this is the base shadow brush, and I'm just going to take that, turn it upwards. As you can see, the shape is angled. It's an angled brush, so I'm just going to take the angled part and I'm just going to tap that on the inner corners of the eyelid, kind of like smear it, because I am doing a 90s look and I just want to extend it out just a little bit. So I'm just finding my shape. I'm not really going too far out. of my shape, and I just want to extend it in and define that crease area. I am going to take, which one can I take? I roll forever. So I went in with the first shade, which is XO, XOXO. Now I'm going to go in with Roll Eyes Forever, which is this shade right here. And I'm going to take a flat brush, and I'm just going to be applying this all over the lid and extending it out a little bit. As you can see, I did an almond eye, but I extended this part upward a little bit, so it gives my eye a more angled look to turn into a more upturned look. So now, as you can see from the inner corners, it looks like it's slanted a little bit towards the outer corner right in here. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of a darker shade. So I'm going to take this Left You On Red shade, which is right here, this darker pink, and I'm going to go back in with the angle brush, and I'm just going to really go in with that shade. And I'm just going to zoom in. And now that I got my desired shape with this flat angle brush, and as you can see, I'm just going to go ahead and blend out those lines, and I'm just gonna blend them out. But I have my shape. I wanted to get my shape down, and I'm just gonna blend that out. I'm gonna take this brush and just keep blending. And then we have that blended out, so it gives a cute 90s look. And for me to have that real like 90s look, I'm going to go in with this Shine Bright shade, which is this shade right here. And I just want to go ahead and apply that to the very inner corners of my eye, and apply that all on my lid, just to give it that real 90s type vibe. I'm only applying it right on my lid and then just extending it out just a little bit on the inner corners. And I'm just going to be following that eyelid. It's a good thing my eye shape is, to extend that, I like to bring it to a point a little bit and then go back in and just follow and deepen up the eye shape. Angle brush, and then I'm just going to take it and blend it out. And I'm just gonna go right on top of the lid, packing that color on, just right on top of the lid. And then when I get to the outer ends, I kind of just want to extend it just a little bit. I'm gonna go in with the darker shade. I think I'm gonna go in with this Left on Red shade, and I'm gonna go in and just follow the lower lash line. Not too deep, because I don't want it too deep. And I'm just gonna take it and extend it a little bit up right in here. Just a little bit. See how that little bit just does just what you need it to? Just to give yourself and that's from the inner corners. Then I'm gonna take this detailed brush right here, this mini detail brush, and I'm gonna go in with my So Random shade, and it is an eyeshadow, and I want to dust it off, and I just want to apply that on the front parts of my eye and dust it off. Just apply this to the front areas of my eye just a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with Bestie. I use this shade a lot. And then I'm just going to go right in the inner corners with this color. Doing the same thing on the other side. Now, reasons why I like going in and shining up that inner corner is because a little bit of detail in makeup is everything. It's more so about the detail than it is about anything else. And then that's the 90s look that I'm going for. I'm going to go in with a darker shade in the liner, a black eyeliner. So I changed the lip. I made it a little bit more lighter. I know I'm not a big preference of just like I'm not a big fan of just super light lips, like bubblegum pink lips, and my lips have to have some depth to them or be as natural as possible. Big juicy lips. Okay, then I'm going to go in with my black eyeliner. In the 90s, it was very prominent that you put it at the top as well. So the lower line, lash line, this is the finishing look. I hope you enjoyed the look. I hope you really got some information out of this as towards your eye shape, and I hope you're one step closer to finding your eye shape, as well as applying your eyeshadows to your eye shape. Now, if you have any further questions or concerns, please comment them down in the comment area down below. If you stayed and watched this video all the way through, put some pink hearts in the comments down below as well if you stayed and watched all the way through. I will see you guys next time on the next episode of Zhebeauty channel, where I am your hostess again, Janae. Please feel free, if you haven't already and you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out when I upload new videos such as this one. If you enjoyed this video, I enjoyed you enjoying this video. Okay, because it means a lot to me that you're here. But thank you guys for joining me today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.